Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. Over there is Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we're jumping back to one of our favorite shows. This is Penguin. This is, of course, Season 1, Episode 6. Look, it's been a banger. I'm just going to shut up because I want to get right to it.
You know, as much fun as it was watching them alone, it was so great to be back with my guys to watch another episode of The Penguin, and I'm ready, willing, and able to dive right back in.
Every single one of these episodes has been like a cinematic masterpiece for me. Can't wait to see what we get from episode 6.
Really excited for this one. I got nothing. Let's go! Winter. Nice.
Oh, wow. A little bit of a time jump?
She don't even like a name. This family's still Ash. So, who's got the power?
Oh.
That's what the streets are asking.
The streets.
Streets.
Yeah. Little tease
Nice.
of Fat Man, even though it's not.
Yeah.
Or is it?
We started with 2 buckets.
Yeah.
2 fucking
Whoa,
buckets.
look at
That's
that.
2 buckets.
Working.
They had the perfect
it.
growing
And it's Selling Bliss
conditions.
on the raw label.
Holy shit, we did get
You know how
quite
many
the time
bottles
jump.
Yeah.
Laura got them?
Hear the music in the back?
Yeah.
Isn't that nice?
All of them
It's the
looking for a way
Safari
to get
remix,
there.
I think.
That's got to be Vic on the bike.
More cash we bring in. That's food on the table and clothes on your backs, fellas.
I like the remix version. Hopefully Dave's right with it.
I think the game you use.
There's Vic.
Oh,
Get it? You won't see any trouble.
Ooh,
As long as your mouth stays shut. You understand?
that's
never
not a...
confident with putting it there. No.
Remember, if somebody asks you where you got this cash, I'll say construction. Construction. We're all in construction.
It's always construction. Waste management.
Sullivan's moving our product or what?
They said they could sell Bliss as fast as we can make it.
Get right, they can. Show me what you got. Kid, not bad. Make a businessman out of you yet. We finally got the line cleared to Burnley. That means we can supply the Massive now, too.
Oh, that's
Look.
awesome.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, but there's a lot of bad blood between them and Odessa mob, right? All these gangs, they fucking hate each other. So we gotta make sure that nobody advertises that we're, we're dating around. Anyway, Bruno's got Odessa. I got Nick taking care of the low boys. I even got Link. He's hitting me up saying, Zal, I want to play ball. Now he sees all the money we got coming in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, greedy. But the Triads, they got the connects to take our operation international.
Triads.
Yeah.
Oh,
I guess that worked out.
Hey, Zeke,
I was giving you the SOA.
Yeah.
Oh,
where we at with the power? I mean, these Jennies, they ain't gonna hold us much longer.
I'm working on it, boss. The city hall's rationing electricity, sending it all to the rich neighborhoods.
Of course they are. Pricks.
When I made that drop,
Yeah.
someone had eyes on the Sullivans.
What do you mean?
I think it was probably one of Sal or Sophia's guys.
Yeah.
Tried to follow
You
me.
see you go on the ground?
No.
Sure.
Positive.
All right, as long as we say shot. Duck them in the tunnels. These Maroni, Gigante, whatever. They're so busy with their noses up. They'll never take the look down.
I like that.
brilliant.
What we got, kid?
I love the blue tint that they're giving of this.
We got the loyalty. We got the love. You know why? Because we pay them. You know how meaningful that is, Vic? To be the guy in the neighborhood who takes care of people?
Oh, it's going back to
Yeah.
that first episode, his gangster growing up.
Yep.
Victor Aguilar. Oswald Cobb. Yeah. Our names are gonna live forever.
They probably will.
Hopefully.
To your darkest room, close
Look at
every
this
window,
cheap house.
lock every door.
This is the doctor.
Is it Furious Jumping?
It's our boy Juice. Was he tied up?
Scrutinizing.
I'm admiring you.
You hurt.
I deserve it.
Oh, jeez.
When you find Oz, feel free to take advantage of my expertise.
Vamos, Siwa.
Oh, he's with her.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was wondering if it would be like She's here, he's there.
Yeah.
Can't believe you opened that.
Just gathering dust. Just like your father.
If you learn from Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, you just look at the wine, you don't drink it. Cooking.
True.
Is that the detective version of Clancy cooking there?
Ever delivering product in Sullivan territory. And lost him. Said he disappeared. Just like the others.
She's a fucking weed.
He likes the spotlight too much to stay hidden. Don't use those.
Yeah, but right now, he probably wants to stay hidden.
These are better. I wouldn't have pegged you as a cook.
Well, Nadia showed me her family recipes so I could pass them down. This is
Not anymore.
eggplant, tomatoes, little meat. Taj, like yogurt, honey.
Interesting.
Not saying I wouldn't try it.
Mind you.
He's waiting for the response.
Yeah, she eats like she's still in Arkham.
Yeah.
Taj was right. It was very good with the yogurt.
Taj was right.
He wants his payback. Like yesterday.
The weed is sneaking around the city without protection. He's supplying the street with your drug, and no one's talking. If he gets more local gangs on his side,
He needs the triads to make waves. And they made a deal with me, not us.
Sophia, people buy from whoever's selling. And I just got that tip from Carmine. Stings, don't it?
Well, and I think that we just have to make it very clear that playing with us comes at a cost.
Oh boy.
Someone's gonna get made an example of?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, so is this the episode where we see a lot of heads roll?
Things have been going too well for too long with Oz.
Well, especially, and you're saying that as
got
far as the
electric.
show, but also as far as the time jump as to how far in the future this was. What's that happened?
Short it out.
Well, it looks like he doesn't have the proper surge protector.
He's got a generator.
Honda generator would never break down. So, I mean, let's be realistic here.
I wall. The heat's off.
Yeah, Oz, power's out.
I heard you.
My hands are freezing.
Still smells fucking great though, huh? Cooked enough.
Cooked enough.
That reminds me of Paulie's Diner. Don't it, Ma?
If you're gonna keep me cooped up in here like a goddamn POW, least you can do is let me listen to my music. Thank you, sweetheart. You're a good boy.
Mom, we ain't gonna be here much longer. Not with all the cash we got coming in. Ain't that right, Vic? Vic.
Oh, yeah. Big money. Good stuff.
Mom, eat some. Come on, you got
He was like, made it sound like bullshit.
Oh, yeah, big money.
Paulie's Diner. Sticky plastic menus.
The sticky plastic menus every place has got.
She ain't lying.
And
So listen, the local guys you brought in, the solid, the tough. Anyone know? They gotta have little hands.
You say little hands?
No, I'm fucking serious. You know, I mean, we can't have all these fat fingers packing up
for Christ's sake, what are you gonna do something, huh? Whether you like it or not, they're your boys. They're fucking freezing.
What are you talking about?
No! If you can't get the heat back up,
Oh.
we'll get it done.
Hey, you're confused. Hey, you're just confused. I ain't dead. You just snap out of it. Come on.
Hey, you don't have to worry about that. Rent is okay, cause Jack went to pay the bill downtown.
What are you doing?
So that's all settled, okay? Electricity, that's gonna be back on
Jack's
soon.
downtown.
That's all.
This whole time.
So he's gonna get it.
Jack's
figured out.
downtown.
Stop, you're making a voice.
Sorry, I thought.
Hey, no. You don't talk about my brother.
Oh.
I know what's going on.
Slow down. What the hell are you talking about?
I'll take care of my music.
Pull up the nose. Oh, wait, come on.
You clean this shit up.
Triads are out.
Shit.
Like out?
Yeah, they said.
Appear to be young men, each of them
Took
with
a
a severed
finger.
finger. Police believe this is a coordinated act.
Lane. It's a warning shot. Fucking Mork and Mindy are flexing. Means anyone caught with a product gets it.
Morgan Mindy.
What a reference.
Awesome.
What if I did?
What if you what?
What if I gave it the fuck away?
Get everybody hooked.
Let's get hooked. Any charge?
And look, Sal, Sophia, they know my crew. They ain't looking for you guys.
But we don't take anyone's money.
Nah, that's the beauty of it, Richie. It ain't about the money. Not tonight, anyway. We're creating demand.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Free tastes.
Turn around. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Look at this shit.
Oh, there's the stogie. Dude.
Hey, yo, Victor. What's good, man? Where you been?
Oh, look who it is.
Damn, you a sneakerhead now, Victor?
No, these are just B grade.
B grade, come on, man. Don't do me like that.
Oh, he's hitting him up about money.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Come on, man. Don't bullshit me, man. What about that old lady I saw you with up by Calvin's the other night? What's good with her?
There we go.
I haven't seen her in a while. Maybe I'll go looking for her. Is that what you want?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, why don't you? See what happens.
What happens.
So go tell your people I want in. Let's get this mother money. We cool?
Oh, Victor shouldn't be making
Yo,
those
welcome back to the
decisions.
hood, baby. Let's get this money, Victor.
I mean, he can just bring him into, see Oz and see what happens.
Squid's kind of an idiot, though. We can't trust him.
Exactly. We can't trust Squid, but we can trust Oz.
Nice little touch. Let me hang this here.
Ooh.
We gotta find someone he cares about.
He doesn't. It's his greatest asset.
His mom. They're going to find shit on the mom.
They gotta just base, I think, maybe Squid talks.
Dude, that's going to be the buildup for this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Squid's not going to get what he wants. He's going to hear that these guys are trying to find something on Oz.
Yep.
He's gonna give it up.
Who are they?
His brothers. They died young. His mother is dead, too. I never heard much about his father.
Remember, they've been keeping it that way.
Yep.
That's why he's the perfect asset to them.
Takes everything from me, and he's got nothing. Nothing!
Practice your swing.
I'm trying to think back to previous episodes if he left anything out or.
Well, no, we still have the woman that left him.
Yep.
Eve.
Yes. Eve. Sorry, folks. I'm just trying to throw some darts
No,
to see some early connections.
'Cause
look at that. See? But that could have been anybody.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
well, there's that now.
Whoops.
She done.
Oh, not good.
She's done.
Oh, they're gonna be there. Well, not yet.
All right. Come on. This water's freezing. How long you been in here? Come on. There you go. There you go. All right. Jesus Christ.
Looked like a different place at first.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Gosh. A lot of this emotion in this series has been with Francis. It's fantastic.
I'm seeing things that ain't real. The boy, sometimes I see him. They look at me like I ain't theirs.
Oh, that's wild that she can identify it.
My mind goes before my body's ready. I need you to help me. You gotta help me, Dad.
Oh, what a...
Ooh.
Can't do it.
Sure you can. Look at me, sweetheart. Oh, you'll be all right. I know you will.
Oh.
He asked me to do something. It ain't natural.
No, don't you pussy hurt me, Oswald. I swear to God. I have given you everything. I have given you everything. Say you'll do it. You mean it. Because you love me. Say it.
Oh.
Say it.
No.
I'll do it.
Is that going to happen in this episode?
All right.
Good.
He's just trying to
let's get you dressed.
Yeah.
Their own way right now.
Maybe the finale.
Yeah, because it could be what pushes pushes Oswald over the edge.
Yeah, she dressed up for what she wants to be her last night.
I thought.
Are we gonna get like real heavy this episode or what?
Yeah, I thought he's just doing this just to comfort her, not
like guilt.
Maybe just want to try to get her looking nice so she feels a little better.
Yeah, it was weird how they did the lighting when he first came in. It looked like a totally different place.
I thought that's why I thought it was a girl's place. So I thought hers had like yellow tones.
Places all over the streets. You hear anything yet?
We can't have him go to the hardware store and buy another generator.
No.
Well, if he gets caught bringing the generator in, guys are gonna Squid and crew's gonna.
Oh, is he bringing up? Ugh.
You sure do.
There's this guy from the neighborhood. Everybody calls him Squid. He's the guy that I boosted your rims for. Well, look, I thought I could avoid him, but
Oz is gonna tell him just to
asking questions about us, and I don't think he's gonna stop.
Tell him to take care of it.
Thing.
He's not even listening.
Yeah, right. So it's too fucking cold for mine.
Oh, we got a loose end. He's not even listening.
You're doing the best you can, though. She knows that. It's a good thing that she's here with you.
What you were saying before. You got a problem?
Oh, he was listening.
take care of it.
City Hall shining bright. Keep an eye out. Right?
Oh boy.
Sorry, never seen her. No.
Remember those are Eve's
Never seen
girls? Those are Eve's girls.
You're a real buzzkill around here, you know?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
We met at Apex. Doubt you remember, but I might be able to help. For the right price.
Oh no.
They centered on her quite a bit throughout all the episodes, Roxy.
No, she's been given some lines too to Victor and.
Come on. What's this asshole?
Walking Dead alum and Entourage alum right here.
Carmine's guy.
I wrote you a note. You know, you never responded. You don't want to be pals with me? Then you don't mind so much if I introduce myself to some of your crooked friends? Hey, huh? Come here. Come here. Come here. Stop.
Oh.
Spoke to the Gazette. But they'd love to see how you paid your gambling debts with city funds. You think you could just raw dog the people that got them with an invisible dick, that it? Shit.
Ooh, he's got him good.
Oh, that's getting red.
So you're gonna get the power back on at Crown Point.
You know how much red tape and them fuck up?
Make it happen.
Do it, I'll do it, please stop, fuck up! Oh!
Oh, it is bleeding.
Oh.
And I ain't someone's guy. My name's Oswald Cobb. Next time you won't forget.
Till sunup.
Sunup?
Like
that's like
8 hours
Yeah.
at best.
Jesus. You got more room than you think.
You got more room than you think.
That's
After
a
all
comment.
that, so fucking casual.
Yep.
Let's get together. We'll figure it out face to face. I know somewhere. I'm gonna text you the address.
Don't the Sullivans?
Yeah.
And look, man, I can get you more next week. And
You try to pay him off.
Yeah, the Wizard of Oz. Nobody sees this guy, but he's out here pulling all these strings. You know the word on the street is he's running that new drug Bliss, and a bunch of heavy hitters are looking for him.
Vic, you know what you got to do.
Hey, he'll kill you. Yeah, Wolf, go take me to that motherfucker right now. You think I'm playing with you?
all right, okay, all right, yeah, okay.
Yeah, they showed Vic having a gun earlier
Yep.
for a reason.
It's not even gonna be back for another few hours.
It's good with me. I'll wait.
All right, let's go.
Oh, just
He's gonna push
Victor gonna do it right here.
Okay, we're underground.
Underground? Shit, you taking holes or something?
Oh, in the neck.
Oh, Vic!
Vic had no choice.
We're in it now, Vic! We're in it now!
Ooh, that's it for Squid.
Bye, Squid.
Well, Squid, you shouldn't have thrown your money at me. Should have just taken it.
This is really like the first time for.
Well, he did it with the car. He smashed those guys, but that was different.
Yeah, that. He didn't know them, and it was all on adrenaline.
Yeah.
This one, he had to make a
Yep. Somebody he knew.
Oh, you should have picked up the money.
Don't worry about the money.
I was thinking the same thing.
I'm thinking like fingerprints and everything.
Yep.
Well, it's money. There's going to be thousands of fingerprints on it.
Plus, it'll look like he was held up for it or something.
And look where they are. You think the police are actually going to go there and investigate it?
What? Didn't recognize me?
Ouch, that hurts.
This is going to get interesting.
Mm-hmm. You don't seem surprised to see me.
I told Roxy to send you up.
Oh.
Save us both a headache. Easy money, too. Drink?
Where is he?
He'd never tell someone like me something like that. You know Oz as well as I do.
It's going to slide through here.
Just don't.
Yep. Let me go by quick.
Is it for you or your clients?
Depends on the situation.
Oz ever seen this version of you?
A couple of times. He doesn't like it.
What does he like?
He's not that complicated.
So he's the best you've ever had. What else?
Just what else?
I used to lie to men like that.
But you don't have to anymore. You have the power now.
You are good at telling people what they want to hear.
She wants to use that.
You have a drawer at his place. You mean something to him.
He won't come for me if that's your plan.
Not that kind of relationship. Okay. What is it then?
Umbrella.
Yeah.
But we all got our shit, don't we? I mean, you certainly got yours. Nancy Hoffman. Yolanda Jones.
Oh.
Nothing to you. They were family to me.
Ooh.
You still think I'm the hangman? He never told you?
The truth.
My father killed those women. Killed my mother. Oz knew. He has always known.
Oh, shit.
Cover it up so that my father could keep on killing women.
That's how Sophia's going to turn her.
You'd have asked questions about him. How he knows. Why he would work for a man that murdered your friends.
There's the line.
Yep.
So, when you're done here, just leave my girls alone, okay?
That's why you asked me here. To save them. From the hangman.
That's not who you are, right?
I just take out my whole family, so.
Your people protected you.
But they wronged her. They had to
They
come.
wouldn't give you up.
That's both ways. They got my back. I got theirs.
Sophia's got to see she can use her, right?
She does.
Well, whatever I was born into,
Or maybe I'm really wrong.
I'll never have that.
I think destroying. Oh, sorry.
By the zoo.
Wow.
That easy.
You deserve your shot.
Oh,
wow.
What a line.
It'll stay between us.
Wow.
Well,
there we go.
Oz did lie to her about what happened to her friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First, I didn't know if Eve knew, and so then her telling her that, I thought that was just ruining the relationship
See, Vic
between
had
them. Was
different
gonna be
shoes
bad
on.
enough.
See, they showed Vic's shoes.
Don't have
Yep,
to
he
spill them,
switched
you know?
them.
Ruin the surprise. Nick, you're driving. Rule, I need you to hang back.
Oh, he probably took Squid's shoes.
We gotta be ready. Vic, where you been? Phone's been blowing up non-stop.
Now they're
Oh, look at the look.
now they're white.
You good?
We potentially have a problem. Maybe.
You've done the right thing. Protected those you care about. You're strong, kid.
Man, their relationship.
Get something to eat and rest. Randy, you're gonna be a bottle of water tomorrow. I'm gonna need you. You hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, now he's got the different shoes on.
Yeah, now they're switched.
Yeah, because so he had the Jordan 7s on, and
Yeah.
he got off the bike. They showed an old set of 1s, and now he's got the 7s back on.
Yeah, see, I thought maybe he took Squid's shoes to make it look like he was shot for the shoes.
A little bit of an oversight there by the Penguin show.
Well,
Sneaker.
the show is garbage. Let's not watch it.
Yep.
I mean, if they
I
can't
didn't say it was garbage. I just said it was a shoe oversight. That's all.
Because I thought they were showing it on purpose.
Late to my own party. It's not a good look, I know.
Wonder if they shot a bunch of the motorcycle scenes all at once.
Got a
or
little
something.
surprise for you.
Is that a sawed off?
Yeah.
Sure is.
What I'm bringing you tonight is big. Bigger than life. It's gonna change the face of the whole city. Forever.
Natty Light.
It's a joke.
Relax, Abel. Have a fucking beer, Jesus.
You vouch for this man?
The bridge that was built by your ancestors, Donnie boy, but it ain't named Sullivan, huh? No, it's named for the rich crooks who took credit for your family's hard work. They run shit. We eat shit.
Nice. I like that.
You know, not even a mile from here, there's a bunch of big-time city hall fucks. They're sitting in some fancy private club. They're drinking orange wine. They're making crook.
Orange wine?
He betrays everyone he works with. Sofia Gigante, Alberto Falcone. There's no code, no class. The Penguin is a bargain basement hustler.
Oh, you don't.
Say he's a joke. Daria.
Here's what I know.
He's gonna take
Between
him
us, we
out,
got more territory.
and the other guy in back.
Yep, be the number one.
The number one.
You wanna blow it away? Shit, go ahead. But I do got a code. And I put my goddamn life on the line to share it with you. If we come together right here, right now, they're gonna talk about this night. You know, the time that we decided that it's better to work with the ones we hate than live under those that they don't even know our fucking names.
Oh, you sell it.
Yes, he is.
All right, close it now.
Look, everything you heard about me is true. You know? I stole Sophia's product. I popped Alberto Falcone. I hustle. You know, do what it takes. So at the end of the day, I'm just a poor kid from the east side who's got something to fucking prove, like all you.
They gonna buy in? All right.
Oh.
There's one.
Give us a toast and then a hell yeah.
Come on, do it.
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. We're all looking at you.
Hey, there we go. There we go.
God, I feel like we should crack some open here. What do you guys think? Diamond Dave, pop the top of that bottle of water you got over there.
Yeah, it's some Gold Summit right there.
Take him back, Gotham.
That was great.
Oh, good. I was hoping they weren't ending right there. 'Cause I was like, oh, that's a good spot to end on, but
it is.
Oh,
He's got blood on his sevens.
Told you to get rid of those shoes.
Oh,
Hey, all right.
music is so loud.
just in time for Sophia and crew.
Yep.
And lead us on to love.
Hey, look at her. There you go, Francis.
A little bit of music. You're right back into it.
Oh, please don't have anything end bad here.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Benny. Somebody's coming.
I heard thudding.
Oh, no.
Little old bugs of lightning when you gotta glow.
I mean, you guys heard that noise, right?
Yeah, we saw, and I saw the thudding.
He did it. For you.
Oh, boy.
Who's going to be in here? It's going to be Sophia.
That I love so. Glow and glow and glow.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Sophia's conflicted, though.
Oh, man.
Whew.
Another banger.
Oh.
At least
This show, folks. This show is just something else. I mean, first off, the time flies by when we're watching it here, and I'm sure it's the same for you folks watching at home. There was a couple of times where I was like, oh man, is this going to be it? Okay, we got the scene with Vic at the end. I was like you, Diamond Dave. I thought the scene just before we saw Vic sitting in his apartment, I thought that was going to be fade to black. But, you know, again, we have the individual one-on-one acting in this series that is so good, and they do it to tell such a story. Like, that's where everything happens in this show, is the one-on-one between the characters. That's where everything is developed. That's where all the larger arcs kind of start. And I just love it. We had, of course, the big one at the end there with, well, it wasn't right at the end, but with Penguin and all the other gangs who don't like each other. And I love how he had that big monologue, which, by the way, Colin Farrell's been, obviously, as all you know, have been crushing it. He's been given, you know, a ton of dialogue and just been delivering. But I really liked what he said. Like, we're out here fighting for scraps, and they keep us divided. That's how they stay on top. I mean, that's a theme that's been used in so many things, even in real life to a certain extent. But it's always the, you know, they keep us down here, they keep us fighting. And the part that I loved is when he threw in, they don't even know your names. You don't even matter to them. You're so insignificant. And I think that's what really helped turn those guys around. So the next couple of episodes here, I think, are going to be fantastic with how they all kind of work together to take over Gotham. That's going to be outstanding. The scene with Vic and Squid, like, look, that was Vic, to me, really turning the point in this series, because he took people out before when he had to save Penguin, but that was like his first up close and personal, I'm making a conscious decision to do this. I'm going to be the guy to take out Squid, because I know that if I don't, it's going to lead to problems later. And I'm actually glad they did it in this episode, because I didn't know if this was going to be something that was going to get drug out a little bit and Squid was going to keep causing problems and Vic was going to get to a point maybe in the finale where he takes him out. But I like that he did it now, because it shows that Vic is very decisive and he makes a choice and he knows what he has to do, even if he's not happy with it. So I thought that was really cool. And of course, the big scene with Sophia and Eve, the whole back and forth that they had walking through the apartment, the way it was shot, I loved all that. Look, this show has done things with camera shots and colors and lighting to really set the mood for every scene that they're in. It's every bit as important as the one-on-one acting. But the big reveal there that Eve eventually gave up Oz's location because she found out that Sophia wasn't the hangman and wasn't unresponsible, but in fact Oz knew the whole story the whole time and didn't tell her. And I just love how those two played back and forth on one another, the dialogue and kind of the little bit of a gamesmanship that they had back and forth, where Eve was kind of testing Sophia a little bit, you know, challenging her upbringing a little bit, and they're just, you know, kind of two polar opposites both in Gotham. So I just really loved that. So the one-on-one acting in here was awesome. Deidre, I believe is her first name, who plays Frances. She is absolutely crushing this, as well as Oz's mother. And the fact that in this episode she kind of had an idea of what was happening to her, and it's almost like she could kind of see it coming when it was going to happen, and she didn't want to be like that. And I'm with you, Oak. When that scene where Oz had his dirty fingers getting her all dressed up, I thought that was going to be like her exit from the series, but it wasn't, and we got the power back on. Sophia's sitting there waiting. Now, the thing that I'm going to end with here is Sophia saw that was Oz's mother. To me, Kristen has done an amazing job acting this whole series, and her facial expression, to me at least, gave me the impression that I want to do this to hurt Oz, but that's somebody's mother. I lost my mother. I kind of know that feeling. So to me, she looked a little bit conflicted on what she had to do. The downside for Vic is that he's sitting right there and could just as easily be squeezed for information if she decides to go that route. So we'll kind of see what happens there. But this has been just incredible. And I love that there's not a direct point A to point B with this series. I like how we've kind of weaved and made our way through into all these different stories and things that have happened. So for me, it's been outstanding. And of course, this episode is no exception.
Yeah, just when you think every episode, oh, how can it get any better? It does. And which is, I mean, every Emmy you want to throw, we might be biased, but I'd say just give them all the Emmys. They deserve all of it. All this acting has been top notch. Dave even touched on early just the blue tint on one of the scenes for the color grade, which definitely runs the show, makes it what it is, makes you feel, gets you immersed in it. I mean, this whole storyline has been great. You've been having like his speech where he's like, you know, they run the shit, we eat the shit. That is basically
that line.
Like right there just sums it up. And I looked at it like this. The last episode, how did Sophia keep everyone under her thumb, so to speak? I'm going to share all the wealth with all of you. You're all going to get the money. So then how does Oz do it in this episode? Nobody knows our names. They're going to know our names. They're going to know us. It goes back to the first episode where he talked about the gangster from when he was a kid.
Yep.
And so for him, it's all about his name and getting out there. I mean, Batman Returns, he wanted to help the mayor out, right? So, but in this episode, he wants his name to be known, and that is what he's all about. Like, yes, the money will be there, so much so that like he was giving away the
product,
drug, the product, so that way you give them the little taste. That's why we create the demand. And so then we saw how Maroney is hanging out at the estate, you know, cooking and stuff. And when they break into Oz's place, they see the picture of him and his brothers. But, you know, she points out, well, they're gone, including his mom. And nothing is really known about his father. So just the look on her face that I know it probably differs what everyone is thinking that Sophia is thinking at the end. We're looking at the mom because, yes, her mom was taken away from her. You know, what state does she kind of see Frances is in? Can she tell that she's not all there, that she has a disease? Where, like, even Oz said we're not even sure what it truly is. He said some other name. I can't remember off the top of my head. But just, you know, so where does that go? Where do we go from here? As far as into the next episode, I would love the fact that we ended with the coach's speech like you thought, but we need that kind of cliffhanger ending, which was perfect to have her walking right into the apartment. Just as the power gets put back on, we get some music, we get some dancing. We got Vic there who's trying to recover from, you know, his rough decision that he had to make with Squid, but, you know, he could have been, like we thought, someone that could have been hanging around causing trouble. You know, we didn't know it was going to be Eve, but she also got dropped the bombshell that Oz has been kind of lying to you the whole time that it was actually Falcone and not Sophia. So all in all, once again, what a great episode. Cannot wait. A week we have to wait for the next one, but I cannot wait. Great show. Love it.
Yeah, I mean, the writing is absolutely top notch in this episode. Look, this entire series, but this episode really dove deep into some pretty heavy topics. I don't know if these guys have you guys seen the movie The Judge?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, so there's a similar scene. I'm not trying to spoil.
I know it is funny when it is funny when you say that.
There's a scene with a very powerful younger and a very powerful older actor that is similar in a lot of ways to the scene with Oswald and his mother in the tub. And it's a powerful scene. Look, there's no... Look, when you're our age, 40s, Oz's age, and 30s, 40s, Oz's age in this show, maybe he's in his 50s or so, and your parents are in a situation where they're naked and in a tub and stuff like that. It's obviously going to be an awkward situation, a situation where you step up as a child. His mom was cognizant enough in the moment to know that it was an embarrassing situation. She's like, don't look. And the fact that they gave us that powerful of a story in a series like this, where you think it's okay, it's a Batman world series, was really it was a big statement, and then the mom you know, saying that she's, you know, she's in and out of her battle with dementia. So, you know, they have the scene where Oz, you know, speaks about, you know, first they said Parkinson's and then Alzheimer's. At the end of each episode, there is kind of a thing about dementia and where to get help and things like that. We dealt with the same thing with my stepmom. They said dementia and then they said Alzheimer's, and it, you know, sometimes those things aren't easy to diagnose, but it's difficult. It hit a little hard. My stepmom ended up her Alzheimer's got really bad, like where she became completely nonverbal, and it was over the course of. I mean, it started, you know, and kind of was slow at first, where she would tell a story a few times over at family gatherings, and then got real aggressive, and then the last 2 years she was completely nonverbal, and it was very difficult for her when she was very cognizant of the fact that it was getting bad, and so that scene where the mom was talking like, I'm here now, I know what I'm doing now, that's very reflective of some of the things that people go through, where yes, they have their moments where they can't remember something or it's not clicking, but then they're sharp the next moment, and obviously that goes away. But there is a time frame where they're very cognizant of the fact that they have that, and then, you know, and they go back and forth with their struggles. And it was interesting because we see Oz also in a very vulnerable position as well. Here you have this guy that's this hardcore gangster. He's moving drugs. They're taking people out. He's, you know, pretty hardcore, and he has to be in that moment with his mom where he's like, I'm not going to do that. I think he agreed to it because that's what his mom wanted at the time. So that entire scene was absolutely incredible. And shout out to both the actors. I mean, to Deidre, she's got to play somebody who has dementia, which has to be difficult for her. And for Colin Farrell to not just act that scene, but act that scene as the Penguin, I mean, it's just incredible. And that was just one of the powerful scenes that we got here. And it seems like throughout this entire series, that's like one of the big things, is we get these one-on-one interactions where they are just so powerful. We had it with Oz and Vic, where Vic didn't even have to tell him what he did. He knew that there was a problem. He came here and he's like, okay, he just took his first
He had a look. Yeah.
And it was interesting because he gave him the hug and kind of did the, I don't want to say fatherly thing, but however you want to call it. But then, like, in this like oddly savage way, just said it gets easier, as suggesting like you're gonna have to do it again, which I thought was very interesting because they were embracing, he was hugging, and I was like, imagine he didn't just say, hey, get used to it, or, well, this won't be the last time. Just said it gets easier, which was like this weird way to comfort him after what was kind of an emotional embrace between those two. We saw a handful of episodes when they were in the bathroom and he was talking about him and stuff, and he was upset because he wanted to leave. That was a very powerful scene between these two, and we got another one here. Then we get the powerful scene between Sophia and I'm sorry, it's slipping my mind, and Eve. And like, I never thought Eve would turn on Oz. And you know, it was interesting because before she came up, we saw that Eve's girls weren't going to give her up, even to Sofia Gigante, Falcone.
A lot of money.
Girls weren't going to give her up. And, you know, that was Eve's thing. You know, don't just, you know, do what you got to do with me. Just leave my girls alone. So we saw there the loyalty that those girls all have. And when Eve found out that Oz knew that it was the dad, and not just like, you have to understand that there's probably a little bit like, if he knew after the first one that it was him and just didn't say anything, and he kept going and you kept covering it up, and then to pin Sophia for it all so he could move up, then it became not as surprising that Eve turned on him. I mean, so right there, three very powerful, kind of one-on-one scenes. Look, big shout out to Squid. I wouldn't have expected him to be, come out with the acting. You kind of just thought him in the early episodes of The Thug. That scene was incredible. The scene between Sal and Sophia, kind of at the dinner table, because it was almost like this kind of, you almost felt like it was this father-daughter thing, like a father cooking for his daughter, because obviously we know the relationship between Sophia and Carmine was bad. So for as great as the writing was and everything they put together through this whole show, they kept it pretty gangster with Oz having to do the nose thing, which, look, I've seen a lot of gangster movies. I've seen a lot of torture scenes. That, for me, I don't know if you guys have you ever seen that before in any movie? No. The needle nose pliers under the nose pinch?
Yeah. I've seen it on the edge of the nose, but not in between.
Like a nose
I've seen a nose ring come out, but I've never seen there. And it's like, okay, it's going to hurt enough, but it's not going to do a ton of physical damage because you're just pinching it. I was like, relax, it's your nose. Now give me your tie. Give me your tie. All right. And then he's like, okay, back it out. You got plenty of room.
That was
So,
great.
I mean, I just can't
More
say
room than you think.
I can't say
A classic
I
thing you
can't
tell
say
someone back
enough about this show. It's like every episode, they're running an hour. It feels like 20 minutes. There's not just not an ounce of fat on any of these scripts, and it's like, this is what brilliant television should be like. And look, not every show you watch is going to be a home run. Not every show you watch is going to be a banger. And I know that writers have to work with different subject matter, but when you see something done this well, it's hard to not look at other shows where you felt the story as a whole had potential and it just fell really far short. I'm trying really hard not to say it. I'm trying hard not to say it, Dave. If the writers
just
move
your microphone out of the way.
And there's probably a list we can go on.
There are
a lot of shows. I mean, this is look, I know, recently-ish, we've done Shogun, which was pretty incredible. We've done some really good shows, but this is just top tier.
Yeah, dare I say that Penguin and Francis are the heart of the show. At least in my eyes, every time we see Oz with his mom, it is the layers, there's just so much layers there of the emotions that they play with each other there. Because last episode, they showed us that he's still trying to win her over, get the
approval.
Here, now it's she acknowledges that she's, not doing so well. That she's not doing so well now, right? So, and then she made him promise to do the deed when that time comes, which could be way sooner than later. And then we go back to the first couple episodes. They set the table the first time we got introduced to Francis. And ever since that moment, to me, the emotion is a roller coaster with these two. Like this one, we have Oz, who's real dirty now at this point, right? We've got a real bright picture of what he's done, what he's planning to do, all of it, right? But then all of a sudden, episode 4 comes. Now it's like in the first couple episodes, some probably could be like, all right, let's go Oz. Then we get Sophia's episode. Now it's like, wow, let's go Sophia. Like just a switch like that. Now we come back into episode 6 here, and that bathtub scene, it just pulls you in, and you forget, at least, again, for me, you forget for a moment what Oz has done because you sympathize, at least in that moment, one time with Oz in that situation that they're in, because I feel like there's so many people out there that can relate to that in some way, some kind of fashion. But just well done by the writers to incorporate this level for a couple comic characters. I'm real proud of what everyone has been able to do with that, to draw that kind of emotion, or at least to get one think that deep. So kudos to all of you, and kudos to everyone involved and behind the scenes that we don't get to see, who help make those scenes very impactful. The time jump was very welcomed in this. We go from Oz at the end and Vic going into the tunnel. Now we, boom, kick open with winter. Now we're in winter. Full production with Sophia's drug, right? And then fast forward a little bit, that he's Sophia took out 3 of the triads and hung them up, kind of reminiscent of Dark Knight, with the Joker.
Yeah.
Then it starts that whole bit of chaos where I started thinking, all right, well, we're
Three
going
of
to
the
create
Sullivan,
demand.
the Sullivans, three of the Sullivans.
Sullivans. And now we're going to start creating demand, like, give it all for free. Let's get it going. And then the families meet up where Oz does that incredible pitch to everybody. And now they're all on the same train. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how Sophia and Sal are going to try to get to Oz through all that. Now, Sophia here at the end has a moment, right, where she's in the room with Vic and Francis. And I kind of got that vibe, too, of like, holy shit, she is alive. Another lie by Oz. 80% of me wants to believe that she's not going to do anything to Francis because, like one of you were saying, it's someone's mother. My mother was taken. I don't know, because Oz is really racking it up with Sophia here, and she's just basically counting everything and adding things to the list. Sal just wants straight up murder. He doesn't care what else is going to go on. But Sophia, I feel like, has been incredibly patient in keeping score of what's what so far. And how could she forget? All these episodes have been really establishing that with us. Squid and Vic. And to me, again, that was we had the car scene, right, with the crash. And this one was a little bit different because he had to be more in the moment. That was just a quick decision. Boom, go. Take out a couple guys. This one is the guy he knew. Yep, guy he knew. I'm sure in Oz's eyes, yes, it's 100% the right choice because he was going to be a huge problem. But now Vic, who's clearly kind of going through it now emotionally of just what happened, he not only just saved the operation, but probably saved himself too, because Squid was going to be a very big problem, and he made sure that, hey, I'm going to bring up Sophia and Sal, who, are looking for you guys. So, hey, I understand.
Some big guys looking for you.
Yeah, I understand Vic is going through it right now, and he's probably rehashing every moment of that. But the alternative would have been very disastrous and probably even worse. I'm not saying, I'm condoning murder, but here is probably the best choice in that scenario for what they're doing in this fictional story. In this fictional story. Also with Victor and Francis too at the end there. That's what I mean. Like something about his mom. I'll put it on the mom. The mom is the heart of the show.
Yeah.
So then Oz being part of it, because the way Victor is now with her too, and he's trying to be protective. I think it's great. Otherwise, again, I'm sure I'm forgetting some stuff, but banger of an episode. I am so looking forward to seeing what's going to happen.
I did want to say that I thought it was when Victor was sitting with his mom, and the mom thought that
Jack,
that he was
that moment,
Jack, Jack
he was playing into it.
Jack went down and paid the electric
My
bill.
grandmother had Alzheimer's, and it was severe, and it was my uncle used to bring in old family photo albums, and this was when my grandma was really advanced, and my uncle kind of dealt with it in his own way, and he would bring in family photo albums and stuff and show pictures, and if she got confused, he would kind of correct her, and there was times I went in there with my mom, and my mom and I kind of just were there to try to make her smile, I guess you could say, and look, we weren't there to try to make her remember anything at that point. And there was times she thought my mom was her sister, and times she thought I was her brother and stuff. And honestly, we just rolled with it. It was because the thing is if at a certain point, when you say I'm not the person they thought you were, there's this, and anybody. The reason I'm talking about this is because the people out there who have dealt with that are like, they totally get it. Because if you tell somebody they're not who you thought they were, there's this instant confusion that turns into either sadness or just being really upset about the situation. And when you just roll with it, like it's honestly like if I can make my grandmother, or in this case his mother, think that they're with people they love in that moment, sometimes that's almost the easier way to go. And I know there's different schools of thought on that, but that kind of hit home for me, because I'm like, yeah, I've been there with my own grandma, where she thought I was her brother, and we're hanging out by the farm when her mom and dad coming to pick us up, and I'm like,
yeah, that felt like a real situation.
It's like, you know what? I don't know. They should be here soon. And you just you just go with it. I showed, my grandmother loved her dogs. She grew up on a farm, so I had dogs and stuff. So I would show pictures of our dog and, oh, is that so-and-so? And I was just like, Yep, exactly. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's some of these scenes. It's interesting. We've watched so much film and TV and stuff like that, and there's been times where you're like, oh, this one hits close to home, and you never expect. Fall films. Penguin's going to hit close to home, but wow, they did.
They're pulling some real deep stuff.
Well, they draw from their own personal experiences and stuff like that too. So
I just would have never. I mean, honestly, when you guys came into this, I thought we were going to get a really cool like gangster show. I never in a million years.
Well, this is a way to make Oz seem more vulnerable and more human, and stuff like that, so you could really have more into him than just the gangster henchman driver wannabe, head of the table.
I got to be honest. Like, for as much as I loved the Batman, and I know Mason Quinn's all about Big Rob, I think it's better.
Well, this only helps.
Well, this at least in my eyes, we had Heath Ledger break the mold with Joker. Now we got Colin Farrell. I think it's like a 1A. I think it's like a 1A, 1B right now, right? Because
and to be fair, the amount of time Colin Farrell has being a series versus a movie,
right? And
a movie then a series. So
and I think
I'm saying Heath Ledger's time to knock out that role as the Joker versus Colin Farrell having a whole.
We're already.
I'll say 1 and 2.
6
1 and 2. Yeah, 1 and 2. Yeah, I'll say that. Even in fairness too, even in the Batman, we were all like, that is not. How is that Colin Farrell?
Oh yeah,
even just for the short stints that they gave us. So either way, bravo to everybody.
He does such a good job that after like 5 minutes, you totally forget. You don't, so you don't even really
the mannerisms and everything that every little thing that he does is just
walk, everything
in here.
So what an amazing show, as always. Well, you guys know it. That's why you're watching it with us. So for Appleton Oak, Diamond Dave, that's Mason Quinn. I'm, of course, the Answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.